What's up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a wonderful weekend. There is a lot that needs to be talked about, so let's go. Question to all my teachers out there: have you ever been under the bus or in some way like disrespected at your job or so, and you just think, it's just so much going on that you deserve a raise or so, but yet someone else took that raise from you? Well, that actually happened in Louisiana. A teacher, she had an opinion on something, and then later she was ushered out of a school board meeting, and she was handcuffed, and this was videotaped. And it went online, and the whole U.S. and beyond are outraged by it. So on Monday, uh, there was a school board meeting at the Vermilion Parish School, and they had a board meeting on basically giving a raise to their superintendent. Well, there was a teacher. Her name is Dacia Hargrave. She had a different opinion on that, and she went on to the school board meeting, and during the time when they had a open, public comment period, she went and she told that this was like unacceptable. Why is the superintendent getting a raise? And that money could be used for school purposes and for other things as well. And the superintendent was Jerome Pouya, and they were just talking about giving this raise to this person. This is uh, and Hargrave, she was saying that she had a serious issue with a superintendent or any person in position of leadership getting this type of raise, and that it's absurd that someone is getting a raise when teachers are working hard, basically, for all this and not getting it done, as she said in the video. And I will post the video on the link below. And the board approved of it, which basically raised his pay from $110,000 to $140,000. So basically, he got an expansion of $30,000, and I'm just going, why? This kind of thing. But at that point, Hargrave, she addressed the room again. She said, "How dare you get this raise? It's basically taking the teacher's money and the school money as well, and that's actually a good point." So when this happened, one of the security officers, later described as like a deputy marshal paid by the school board, approached Hargrave and asked her to leave the meeting. And she says, he says, "You're going to leave or I'm going to remove you." And so she got her things and everything along the way. And she asked, whether it was, inappropriate to stand and speak about this sort of thing. But yeah, she was pointing out the room and everything. And then afterwards, this is when this happened, and the whole school board meeting was recorded, but this key parts in that video was what made US mad.
He didn't know.
Why are you putting her in handcuffs right now?
Oh, let's go see this. Go.
Yeah, this on video.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Don't. Can you explain? Are you kidding me?
Stop resisting.
I am not.
Stop
You just
resisting.
pushed me to the floor. Sir, hold on. I am way smaller than you.
And so when this happened, Hargrave, she was actually booked into jail overnight, even though the superintendent actually afterwards said, after the meeting, we called to inform the police that we did not want pressing charges against her or anything else along the way. And school board president, Anthony Fontana, he said that if a teacher has the authority to send a student who is acting up and she can't control or he can't control to, in class, they have the permission to send him out of class and send him to the principal. Basically, the same thing applies to at our school board meetings. Here's my thing. Why did you think that was a good idea to give the superintendent a raise? That's absurd. That $30,000 can be used to help kids get school supplies. It can help out with teachers who are, overworked or, doing a lot. It can help out with subs, that kind of thing. But yet you want to give it to the superintendent. And I bet the superintendent, is probably greedy, doesn't talk to all the teachers or anything else along the way, and just says, "You know what, I'm fine, give me that raise, ka-ching, 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 I just won the lottery." No, that's just absurd again. Vermilion Parish School Shell for doing that to Ms. Hargrave, and you guys should be ashamed for what you did. just in general. Second thing I want to talk to you guys about is, if you saw my last video, I basically talked about Oprah Winfrey's speech at the Golden Globes and everything that was going on along the way. You know how James Franco won the Best Comedy Award and for the Disaster Artist, and he beat Hugh Jackman from the Greatest Showman movie, and I still have not seen it, and I need to go see that. But afterwards, there was a little bit going on, so it was a great moment for James Franco. However, afterwards, excuse me, he's a Hollywood top prize after receiving an award for that. But there was something going on afterwards. Apparently, 5 women accused James Franco of inappropriate or sexually exploited behavior, and so you try to wonder what this is happening. I mean, we did have it's still going on, but at the same time, James Franco, wow, really? And one of his former students, Sarah Tither-Kaplan, she said that when she found out that James Franco won the award, and she said that it was basically a slap to the face. And in some of the cases, they believe that Franco could offer them career advancements, then accused to his wishes, that made them feel a little bit uncomfortable and everything along the way. And Sarah said, I felt there was a abuse of power, and there was a culture of exploiting non-celebrity women and a culture of women being replaceable. And she said that on Twitter about James Franco's win and everything along the way. And then she told the Times that in a nude orgy scene that she filmed with Franco and several other women about 3 or so years ago, he removed private plastic guards covering, the actresses, certain areas and everything along the way. And yeah, so James Franco, what, YouTube? Come on, man, you should be better than that. You should be a good actor. You should be a role model. Yet you go and do something stupid like this. Come on, man, you should not have done this. You know better. And lastly, as you guys know, in my first video of 2018, I talked about Logan Paul and his idiocy. So basically, if you guys didn't know that Logan Paul, he did a video when he went to Japan and he went to certain areas. He went to one of the areas and he thought it was kind of hilarious. He went to the suicide forest in Japan and he filmed it. And he had a little laugh about it afterwards. But that video, it was taken down because, YouTube said, hey, we came to doing this, and this is just a big no-no, and, this is, you're like putting people out like that, and you're kind of scaring people as well. And he goes afterwards and he makes like an apology video because this video, it was like the #1 trending thing in the YouTube world. And, he made an apology video, which got basically over 8 mil. And, he said, this video is not monetized or anything else along the line. But apparently later on, it was revealed that it was monetized. And Logan Paul, he got at least 12,000 plus for the apology video alone. And that created a new, theory on what's going on with this kind of thing. But YouTube has reportedly punished Logan Paul by dropping a number of his projects from this upcoming year. So, according to Polygon, they said on January 10th that they have removed Logan Paul from the Google's top-tiered preferred ad program. So basically, if you see Logan Paul like, oh, blah, 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 this, well, he's gone from there. And they are not going to move forward with his upcoming YouTube Red video, The Thinning, New World Order. So basically, it's after his other movie, The Thinning. So this is actually like the second movie ever. But, and so they basically say, in light of the recent events, we have decided to remove Logan Paul's channel from Google Preferred. And this is what a YouTube rep said, and a YouTube rep confirmed this, another YouTube rep. So basically, my thing is, why not just take his whole thing down? I understand people love him and everything, but still, after that video, I would take it down. And, after the controversy, Logan Paul, he went on Twitter on January 3rd. He said, he's talking about, like, after posting the video and all this nonsense, he goes, I'm announcing, I'm I'm going to get away from YouTube for a while to, reflect on myself and everything. Basically, he's trying to make sure that everybody forgets about this moving on in the future. Yeah, nobody's going to forget this kind of thing, okay? You did a lot of stupid things, so that is like your number one priority that nobody's going to forget. But with that being said, you guys, let me know what you guys think about the whole James Franco, Logan Paul, the Louisiana teacher, and everything else along the way. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let the people know that I am out there for you guys. I always love being out there for you guys. And with that being said, I hope you guys have a lovely weekend. Peace out.